Morning everybody, welcome to the channel. Well, today I'm going to do a little how-to on the new Rubicon. One of the most annoying things about the new JLs is the little crack between the metal fender and the plastic fender on them. Even when you're not off-roading, you get little rocks, little piece of mud in there, little piece of dirt, and they get stuck in there and you just can't get them out, or you have to get in there and pry them out, and you know, it could scratch the paint or something. So I saw where there's a fix for that, and that's what I'm going to do today. And I'll show you all the steps and show you what I bought for it. So this is the little crack that I'm talking about, right between the metal fender and the plastic fender, right in through here. Little rocks like to hide. As a matter of fact, there's one hiding out right now in the rear fender. You can see them hiding out in there. It's kind of what they look like, and of course, you know, you see it touching the paint, touching the plastic. It also happens on the stock Rubicon rails. You can see I got a couple little pieces of gravel in there, but I have new ones coming, so I can get rid of these factory Rubicon rails and put them on, and that'll eliminate that problem. All right, let's get started. So what I bought to fix this problem is this trim lock rubber tubing seal. It's a closed cell foam tube, and it says it's ideal for window weather seal for cars, trucks, and RVs. This is kind of what it looks like. I got the package from Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description. And I got the 25-foot roll. And for installing it, you're going to need something to kind of push it down in the crevice. So I have a set of these interior trim tools for removing pieces of trim inside your vehicle when you're putting in stereos or doing anything, removing trim panels. So that's what I'll be using to stuff that down in between. You don't want to use a metal screwdriver or anything, because obviously you're going to scratch the paint. And you know, make sure the Jeep is clean before you start doing it. Mine's fairly clean, but we'll work around that. So now what I'm doing is measuring out. I think I'm going to start right up here, right before the latch. Just going to run it along here. Try not to uncoil the whole thing. And I think I don't really need to go past this vent, because I haven't seen any rocks. It's pretty tight down in through here, so the rocks really don't get stuck in here, but they tend to get stuck, you know, right down to about this point. So I think we're going to cut it off right there. So first thing I'm going to do is just kind of push it in with my hand here, kind of get it set. And as you're doing it, the fender kind of pulls away. You can kind of get it down in there. Might need the tool to get down that far, but looks like it's going in there pretty well, and you can see it just fills in that little gap. So any rocks that are going to fall in there should just come right out, either when you wash it or vibrate out as you're driving down the road. And now I'm going to go back and just take the little panel tool and kind of push it down there even more into the crease there, so it doesn't come flying out while I'm driving down the road. It seems like it's holding pretty well. Alright, got the first piece laid out. Looks pretty good. We'll see how it does when I go off-roading, or even just driving down the road. See if any little pebbles get stuck in there. Usually I find them every day. For the rear fender, I'm going to take it all the way around, all the way down to the bottom here where it just meets the bumper. And just like the front fender, I'm going to push it in with my hand first, and then I'll go back with the panel tool. Alright, so the back is done, this side. I think it came out pretty good. Alright, just have to do the two other sides, and then it'll be done. Alright, so got the passenger side done as well. I think it looks pretty good, and I think if any of you guys out there have the painted fenders, it'll give a nice little line, nice little black line there between the body colors. So hopefully this will keep the rocks out. Did the passenger side rear one also. So that was a quick little cheap project to do, and hopefully it'll keep the rocks out of my fenders and keep me from scratching the paint. 25-foot roll was more than enough. I think I have about 6 foot left over. So if one of them happens to fly out, if I didn't get it in there too tight enough, I think I have enough for one more fender. But again, I'll put a link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.